Oh, the tree. No. Where did it go? Here we go. I don't know how to work YouTube yet. I'm still figuring it out. All right, let me share this to my Discord, I guess. Oops. Cuz I don't really know if there's actually discoverability in this or not. Going live. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I can also stream it to like the not shorts, but I don't know if that's something I want to do. I don't know if that's what I should do. It says it's a shorts key, so that's good. 360 video. No, I don't have that. Let me change this to live chat so it shows me all the messages and pop out chat. I don't know why it defaults to top chat. I feel like live chat is just better. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. But I don't know, maybe if I was like really famous or something, I wouldn't want to see every single... I wouldn't want to see like, you know, every single chat, but I'm not really famous. So I do want to see every chat. Alright, we have YouTube Shorts down here. I wonder if I should post to... Oh, let me move this up so people can see my woodcutting guide thing. Maybe post to Twitter? Question mark? Playing some RuneScape. Hopefully this doesn't invite any like weirdos to my stream, which happens sometimes when people, I don't know, have nothing better to do. I also kind of wonder if I can embed my YouTube on my Space A profile, which I do with my Twitch channel when I'm like live there. I don't know if I get any traffic from it, but since I play like old games, I'm like, maybe people on this old website will like my old game content. The place where I have the most like RuneScape related viewers is TikTok, but I can't stream there anymore. Maybe I should stream there with no chat. And then like they have to come here. Oh my god, I have too many monitors right now. Sometimes I can't find my mouse. Did I put that in the right place? I did. Cool, cool, cool. I need to get some mods for here too. But I guess I can wait for that. I'm not really sure. I don't really know how the moderation works on YouTube at all. I have like not used YouTube. I have not used YouTube like at all. I don't really use YouTube for anything. I don't watch videos. Okay. I think I'm only gonna stream for a little while tonight. Like chop wood for like maybe an hour. I don't know. I wanna get 89 wood cutting really bad. Oh, I wasn't trying to talk to you. I wanted to chop down the tree. There we go. What's up, berries? I don't know how YouTube works at all. There we go. Why does this guy have such big feet? Ew. I don't know how YouTube works. I don't either. Yeah. It's kind of, I'm like streaming to the shorts feed, I think. I think I could also stream to the not shorts feed simultaneously, but like, I don't know if there's any point to doing that. Like, I don't know if I should do that. Also, for some reason, it keeps like not seeing my game on that screen. I mean, I guess I could just try to do both. Oh. Just kidding. I have to stream to Twitch if I'm gonna stream to YouTube like regular, I guess. That's weird. Huh? How you doing tonight, Aries? I have no clue what's going on here. I heard it was good for discoverability, but I think people were like lying to me because the discoverability has not been good for me on here. I think last time I was on, I was trying to like figure out what could possibly be like factoring into this. I almost bought Cosmic Brownies. They were like $5 for a box. I was like, that's just too much money. Like, why? Everything's so expensive now. So I did not get Cosmic Brownies. I really wanted to, though. It advertised them to me. Like, it can hear me talking about Cosmic Brownies. Maybe it can hear me saying to lower the price of the Cosmic Brownies. Lower the price of the Cosmic Brownies if you want me to purchase them. I'm not paying $5 for 8 Cosmic Brownies. That's crazy. That's just way too much. The cookie dough is expensive too. And I saw that the cookie dough that I like got, what's it called? Recalled for Listeria. So now I feel like I really can't buy it. It was the normal size ones. It was like a box of 8. Normal sized. And I was like, I'm not paying for that. Hold on, I want to post like a TikTok story. Live on YouTube. How? Why does this look so ass? There we go. Hi TikTok. I'm not making a video and I'm not going live there. I'm sick of like how mean everyone is, and it's like it's not even that they're mean, but if I'm mean back, like if I roast them back, I get in trouble and I get demonetized. I think I'm out of TikTok jail though. It started showing my videos to people again finally. I was in TikTok jail for like an entire month after the fucking pixel art video got demonetized. Which was complete bullshit, but they did give me the $50 I made off of it like originally. Who's like DMing me? Oh. Someone said I'm not even chopping wood. I am chopping wood. What's up, Holy Dawn? How are you today? I wish that Discord could see when I'm streaming. Oh, it can see that I'm streaming. Oh, and it says I'm streaming on YouTube. Cool. I was just gonna say I wish it would do that, and it is doing that. So that so that's cool. Yeah, Cosmic Brownies are really good. They're like by the people who make, what is it, Little Debbie? They make all kinds of little snack things. I can't think of the ones that are like the most popular. Like, do they make Twinkies? No, that's Hostess. But they're like a similar company where they just make little like snack cakes like that. Oh, that's how you got here. Okay, cool. Yeah. I guess the only thing it doesn't do that for is TikTok. Zebra stripes? Is that their most popular one? Don't they have one that's like chocolate and has like little has like a little swirly, like a little loopy loop on it? Oh, what are those called? Ding dongs or something? Oh yeah. I liked those. No, not Swiss rolls. Those are I know what you're talking about, but that's not what they have, like a loop-de-loop like frosting on top of them. What do ding dongs look like? Okay, it's like a ding dong, but it's not. I don't remember what the name of it is. Oh my god. It was like a little chocolate cake exactly like that. Am I thinking of Hostess cupcakes? Oh, maybe I am. I thought that they were different though. Like I thought they were they weren't like perfectly circular. Maybe I'm mixing them up with something else. Those do look like the little swirlies on the top though that I was thinking of. So what am I thinking of that comes, it's like a pentagon or a hexagon. Hexagon little chocolate cake. Oh, okay, Little Debbie does have them. They are just called snack cakes. I think I was like mashing those two things together in my brain. Oh no, they're just called chocolate cupcakes. Okay, look up Little Debbie chocolate cupcakes. That's what I was thinking of. They do have that little white swirly on them. No, they're not zebra cakes. Look up Little Debbie chocolate cupcakes. That's what I was thinking of. Apparently, they did not exist for very long though, because somebody says I can barely find any evidence of these even existing. What's up, Keith? How are you today? I don't think I can show... Can I show Firefox on here? On... Oh, yeah, look. Look, Aries. This is what I was thinking of. Yeah, they're pretty much the same thing, but I like vividly remember the shape of these. Like, that they were... And they were, like, fully, chocolate, like, wrapped. Apparently they still exist, but they look different now. Oh, okay. It just won't show me that. Maybe they don't actually exist. Yeah, they were so good. Oh, that's Locke. I guess you... Yeah, if you use your Google account, it might dox you. TikTok does that too sometimes to people. Because it will just, like, make a username based on, like, your name that it pulls from whatever service you were using. It's okay. I will not remember. I can barely remember people's... I can never, ever remember people's usernames across platforms, so don't worry about it. Alt YouTube channel? I have, like, 5... I probably have, like, 15 total Google accounts. I'll be real. I have a lot of Google accounts for some reason. I'm always just like, what if somebody hacks into one of my Google accounts? Well, I have like 20 others, so... Oh, yeah, yeah. Casey, that's like my name in most of the games I play too. I usually am not very creative with making up names. Hey, what's up, Aberration? How are you today? Good luck finding the real Google account hackers. Yeah, no, because I have so many of them. I like have like 20 Google accounts. And like none of them are backups for each other either. I've been pretty good. I was gonna go live earlier today, but I had to go to Target and pick up an order. Actually, let me grab some water really quick. I made a London fog latte today with Soylent. And I feel great, so that might be my new breakfast. So no, these are magic trees. So when you cut them down, they have like blue on the inside. I hate it too because every time I say it, it triggers people to make pop culture references that I don't understand. Because the name is a pop culture reference, and I don't understand it because I never read or watched that movie. Like, I never read the book or watched the movie, so I never know what they're talking about. Yeah, well, I was like, I could pour it into a cup, but I just don't feel like it. Because, like, what's the point? Well, I heard the alert go off, but I don't see the alert. Oh, there we go. Thank you for the YouTube sub. I appreciate it. If I hit 1,000 subscribers, I think I'll be allowed to like have YouTube subs or something. I don't know how it works because they can't call subs here, right? Because what it actually is a follower, so they have to call the subs something else, and I think it's called like team members or something. I don't know. Sounds like a laxative. I'm trying to think of a name of a laxative, and I couldn't tell you. I've never needed one. My stomach just shoots that out on its own. X-Lax? That's the name of a laxative, right? What's up, Zagel? How do you YouTube stream? Good question. I literally have no idea. I have no clue what's going on. Ever. I am chopping wood. Because, alright, because I can talk shit on YouTube. Like, I can talk shit here. I don't have to watch what I'm doing. Like, I don't have to watch what I'm saying, right? Like I do on TikTok. So if people come in here and they say, like, dumb things to me, or, like, rude things, then that's when I get reported on TikTok. It's like they say things just to get me to be mean to them, and then they report me for being mean to them. So, Holy Dawn, it depends on the game I'm playing. I used to stream a lot of RuneScape on TikTok, but like I just said, when I stream there, I get reported for bullying people back when they're mean to me, which is super lame, so I didn't want to stream there anymore. What's up, Micah? But yeah, I stream on Twitch. I stream Final Fantasy XI on Twitch. I decided I'm gonna stream RuneScape on YouTube, mostly, and TikTok is gonna be cozy games only, because I'm not allowed to shit talk there. So I can only play cozy games. So that nice people come to my stream, and I don't have to be mean to them. Because I'm incapable of being sassy, of like not being sassy. I'm incapable of not, like if somebody comes in and says something rude to me, I'm gonna be rude back. Like I can't not be rude. I'm just rude in general. TikTok doesn't understand the concept of back and forth banter. No, it doesn't. And that's because it's AI. So the AI reads like the transcript of what I'm saying. Like, and then it decides if I was being mean or not. And then it bans me, and then I get demonetized. It's BS. But yeah. You're just not allowed to reply. You're not allowed to respond. You're supposed to just report and move on. I want to stand like over here, not next to everyone. There we go. Now everyone can see my beaver. Oh, doesn't Brighter Shores come out soon? Is it out already? When does Brighter Shores come out? I want to try that one actually. Brighter Shores release date. Oh, November 6th. Oh, it enters early access. I also got invited to the early access of Ashes of Creation, and I'm not sure. Do you know what slag means in Britain? Yeah, and I don't give a fuck because nobody cares about the British or what they think. See, I would get banned on that. Would get my TikTok live banned. Me saying I don't care what the British think because the British are irrelevant to my life. Like that would get me banned on TikTok. I would get in trouble for saying that. When did your beaver emerge? I thought you had the raccoon and the squirrel. No, I don't have the raccoon. I have the beaver and the squirrel. I got the squirrel at 34. I got the beaver at 87. So like just before I hit 88. And now, hopefully I'll hit 89. Maybe tonight. I don't know. How much more experience do I need? 83? I'm getting like... that would take me like 4 hours. So actually maybe not tonight, but I'll get pretty close. No, I don't have Rocky. I wish. That's kind of like the next one I want to go for. I was thinking that when I get 99 woodcutting, maybe I'll just go like pet hunting, but I feel like that's when my luck is gonna run out. Like, I feel like the second I try to get a pet is the second that I'm never gonna get that pet, right? Because there are people who've been playing this game for a decade and never got like the beaver or the squirrel or whatever. I'm British. Why dough like that? Oh, I mean, electroslag is just a welding term. Electroslag's a welding term, but every time like a stinky British person comes into my chat, they're like, you know that means you're a slut, right? And I'm like, no, it's just a welding term, actually. Nobody cares about British slang. I really like the pet, but thieving is not enjoyable to level. Yeah, well, I don't know. I was leveling thieving a little bit during Deadman mode, and I was just stealing tea from that tea shop in Falador. It was super easy. I was like, well, I could just click on this tea shop. I mean, I don't know if it'll call the guards on you eventually or something, but I got pretty high thieving in that mode with that. Where are you going? Please. One thing about this game is sometimes she just walks off in like a random direction, it feels. Slag was a smelting term? No, it is, yeah. So let's steal it from the metallurgists. No, the misogynists stole it from the metallurgists. Women weren't calling themselves slags. So like enough men said it enough where they're like, fuck it, sure. But I just have it because I think it's a funny sounding word and it's a welding term. I just think I heard the word electroslag when I was studying material science and I was like, that sounds like a MySpace username. Like that sounds like the singer in a crunkcore like scene emo band. And I just thought it was really cool. Like I felt like electroslag had that like rock star quality. Like name. Do you know what I mean? Like I liked it. So I was like, I'm gonna use that as a name for my stuff now. Cause it's funny. And then the Brits were like, is the name true? I mean maybe, but not for a British person. Ew. Hashtag things that would get me banned on TikTok. Expressing distaste for the British. Oh, am I full of... Yes. Alright. Lots of magic wood. Are you so mad at us? I'm not mad. I just don't care about you. Sorry. I just don't care. My beaver keeps getting like stuck. Oh, that's right. You know what I need to do? I need to go do I need to go chop the magic trees that are like near town so that I can get the fox whistle. I don't know, the vibes in the woodcutting guild are just good. But if I did forestry events, I might be able to get the fox whistle. I feel like there's just too many people over at the magic trees over here. There's like too many people. And I feel like when there's an event going on, there's not enough trees to chop if I want to ignore the event, because I usually just like don't want to do. I just like don't want to do the forestry events that aren't the fox one because I just don't care enough. I speak with a lot of emotion. No, you're just really bad at reading emotions. Sorry. I love when people like accuse me of being emotional or being angry. Like, nah, you just are really bad at reading my emotions, actually. Where is it again? I think it's in Hosidius. I think it's like over there. I think I'm going the wrong way. I need to be careful though. I think there's like wolves or something around here somewhere. My combat skill is Garbo. Is it over? Maybe I have to go through this little village. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've played. Like, don't remember my way around. I was enjoying farming too in Deadman mode. There was a lot of things in Deadman mode that made me realize that, like, when I finally do get 99 woodcutting, I have like a lot of other stuff I can do. That seems pretty fun. Oh yeah. I love this song. Oh, and I was working on my construction. I wonder... Oh, I think those are the magic trees over there. I wonder, like... how many planks I made before I kind of took a break from the game. See, there's always like 10 million people at these two trees. And then you like... And then when an event happens that like makes one of the trees fall down, then there's only one tree, and then you have to like go, I don't know, you can cut down this oak tree if you want, but usually gets chopped down really fast. I don't like the music over here either. Where's the wood cutting music? Show me only the ones that I can play. I think it's called... Is it called Harmony, or is that a different song? There's like a... There's a bug stuck under my poster. I'm going to... I hope that killed it. What's the like woodcutting guild song? Oh no, I forgot. I think I like this song up to like a certain point and then I don't like the song anymore. Oh, I think it might be called A Walk in the Woods or something. Is it called that? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Oh, this one. I guess I'll do this one. I like I like this wood cutting event. And the leprechaun one, but like I feel like I don't really need I don't really need bark for anything right now. Maybe at level 90 I'll need it. Over here? Yeah. I want a fox so bad. The foxes are so cute. I feel like I'm just not gonna get the fox whistle because I want it, and the other two pets I didn't really care about. So like my punishment for having such good luck getting every other animal is gonna be not getting the fox. Now I want it too much. Oh, that's is that? No, it's the square. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Now this square. Oh, but the tree is chopped down, so we can't chop it while we're standing here. Unfortunate. Maybe I should go to the place with the willow logs. I feel like that place was good for like chopping down trees and forestry events. And the willow logs, like, they sold pretty decently. Like, that's how I made my first million in the game, was selling all of the willow logs it took me to get to like level 80 or whatever. Probably doesn't make as much money as the magic trees though. Do, 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 do. Just got back from stepping away. I mean, nothing really happened. I just came over here. How dare you have slight emotions? I don't even feel like I was having emotions when I was talking to him. I think I just wasn't saying what he wanted to hear. And so he read anger or like sadness into my voice or something. This happens a lot. Like, yeah, I feel like I'm a pretty neutral person, but like weird dudes who come in and say shit like that, like they like project their own emotions onto me because like they can't be emotional because they're like a logical man, but like I like talk in a completely neutral voice and they're like, why are you so angry? Like, I'm not. I think you're angry that I didn't like say like respond to you more positively when you asked if I knew that slag meant slut in British. Chaotic, irrational women, right? I've gotten 99 woodcutting twice, and once on a private server with fast experience growth. Wow, cool. Congratulations. What's up, Crazed Mage? How are you today? Oh, how do I want to like pull this down. Here we go. How many beavers did you get? Yeah. How many squirrels did you get? None? Oh, damn. Couldn't be me. I like how somebody else's beaver is here too, so it looks like I have 2 beavers. It's rigged. I mean, I think if you just enjoy the game, that's when you get it. Just got back from playing Magic. Nice, nice. How was the Magic games? I have a friend who wanted to start running like a Commander League or something. Didn't I feel like I heard something about the Commander, I don't know. Were they like stepping down? They're like, we're not making this in a format anymore. I don't really understand. I didn't know it was like its own format that was like official or anything. Cause like, okay, in college they played Commander. I didn't realize until like this year that when people said Commander, what they were talking about was EDH. Back in the day, we just called it EDH. And then everyone's like, we play Commander. I'm like, oh, cool. I don't know what that is, but I did know what it was. It's just EDH, but like called Commander. It's kind of like when everyone started playing Pathfinder and I played it, but it was 3.75. Like we all called it 3.75. I don't know if that was like maybe just like in my location we called it 3.75, or I wonder if it was like actually called that. But then it got actually published under the name Pathfinder. But it was the same thing. Commander's huge. It's definitely more casual than every other format. Yeah, because it has different rules, right? And Wizards of the Coast is not exactly like making cards for it. They're making cards that are like balanced for, or I should say unbalanced for the main game. Same. I like don't really like playing Magic that much. So back home, when I lived near my friends who like to play Magic a lot, I would always just have them. I would have somebody buy in. They would like buy me into to the draft, and then I would just give them the cards at the end, like the card pulls. Oh man, I hate this event. This is my least favorite event. I just want to chop down the tree. I don't want to run and click things, and I'm gonna go over to that oak tree when this tree falls down. Oh, there's somebody who's like dressed up like the Freaky Forester over here. I love that for him. But yeah, I would always just have my friends buy me in, play the draft, and then give them the cards at the end of the night. Because I just don't really care about Magic that much outside of drafting. What's up, Ori? How are you today? The other fun thing about drafts is like everyone's building their deck and everyone's decks are kind of shitty. Like, and there's no one who just like had the most money to spend who has the best deck because they could just spend infinite money on, you know, a Magic deck. No, I actually didn't know about the Halloween event. I didn't know that was a thing. I should look into it at some point. Tonight I'm chopping down trees though. But I did all the other events, so I'll probably do that one. Stick with Magic the Gathering Arena. Opening packs and collecting cards give my brain the happy chemicals. I have to avoid that slippery slope. Dude, I actually got an email. I got an email from a company that they were like, we want you to like partner with us and like we'll send you Pokemon card packs to open. And I was like, oh no. Like I think this could be bad for me actually. Like I don't think that I can be that person for you. I like drafts so much that I want to do tons of old sets that came out before I began playing. Drafting a set from 1997 in December is cost. Oh, wow. What set is it? I might know. I never got like super duper into Magic, but I always wanted to play a draft with the silver cards. Was it called Unglued or something? Or Unhinged or It was called Unsomething. There was one card where you had to tear it up into pieces. And it was like you'd like drop it and everything that it hit, it would kill or what? I don't remember what it's called in that game. I want to say like Banish, but that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Chaos Confetti. Is that the name of the card? Yeah. Tempest, Exodus, and Stronghold. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I know those sets, because like I said, I didn't get really into Magic. I was more into Yu-Gi-Oh when I was younger, and I was like really into Pokemon cards too for a while. Pokemon booster packs. Only giving one pack away. I opened the rest. Oh no. Do kids just not like Pokemon, or were they just like, badly behaved? That's funny. I feel like oak planks are still useful to me. Actually, regular planks probably are too. Unhinged, unglued in a heartbeat just to say I did it. I know, because I mean, there must not be many of those left, right? Yeah, there's no way it would be cheap. It would... Because there's only so many of those packs left in existence, probably. Like, are there even enough to do a draft with? There's probably not many of them. I made them a grand prize on my prize wheel when they should have been... Oh, I see. So you have like a prize wheel and then I understand. Is the 1 to 5% depending on which quarter it was in? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's a cool idea though. That's like cute. I remember, I think my first grade teacher did that. No, actually, my mom used to do that. My mom used to do that. If I took my vitamins every day, then she would give me like a little toy bear or something. Like we had these like little, I remember them. They were like this big. They like went in my Polly Pocket set or something. To find them, you'd probably have to go on the internet. A random store is not going to have that. Yeah. Like, those are definitely, like, collector items now, I think. Especially because some of the cards required you to destroy them to actually play them. Which, I'm sure that most people nowadays wouldn't make you actually rip up Chaos Confetti if you got it. Like, just rip up, like, a little piece of paper that's kind of the same size. An index card. But I guess it was kind of like probably a joke format. Let me go over here. Every time I leave, that's when the Fox event pops. That's the one that I like remember the most of. Empty. Oh, I feel like there's something going on over here that I shouldn't be seeing. I'm gonna mind my own business. I'm not gonna get involved in that gang over there. That's like discussing killing someone's wife. Seems like some dangerous people in town today. I don't know if I've just never noticed them before. Are they always hanging out there? Is Hosidius like going down the drain? Have the crime rates in Hosidius gone up? Ashnod's coupon is pretty funny. Target player gets you a Target drink. It's funny. I don't know. Yeah, I never got to actually play it, so I've only seen a couple of cards. So my ex-boyfriend had like a few. But the Chaos Confetti one was the one I remembered the most because it was just so funny. Some from an urban legend. Apparently someone played the card Chaos Orb, and its effect was that you throw it and whatever it lands on gets destroyed, and allegedly someone tore up their chaos. Oh my gosh. The Chaos Orb and threw it all over their opponent's side of the deck. That's funny. That's great. Chaos Confetti. I love that. I actually love that. Man, talking about trading cards is making me want to play Trading Card Shop Simulator. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I wonder how much that costs. If that's like $10 or less, I might pick it up. I don't play a lot of new games, but I got that $100 like gift card. I got a $100 gift card for painting my Narukami real good in Mecha Break. So let's see. Store? TCG Shop Simulator. Ooh, it's $12. Oh, there's Pokemon cards. Is that a Pokemon or are they made up cards? That looked like a Pokemon card. They probably couldn't sell the game if they were using actual Pokemon cards, right? Oh yeah, it's called like Pikamon or something. Sorry, I'm looking I'm like looking at the Tetramon. There's a mod that makes it Pokemon? Oh, okay. I must have seen that. Cause I was like, I thought I saw like actual Pokemon cards in here. Alright, added to my wish list. Is it on sale? Oh, it's early access. Buying early access games make me... I don't know. I've never played a simulation game either. I might pick that up. I'll think about it. I'll sleep on it. $12 is really nothing. I still have 80 bucks left of that gift card. See, there are too many people here. The trees get cut down too fast. Two and a half power things doing half damage is amusing. Yeah, I've always wanted to play that mode. I feel like they should just make a game that's like that. I don't know. Oh, if you like drafts though, have you ever played Dominion? Cause I'm on a wood chopping world, a wood cutting world rather. I don't want sound effects to be 0. I just want it to be less. Okay, I guess that's as quiet as it gets. Oh, if you like drafting, you might like the game Dominion. So, there's a whole bunch of expansions there's a whole bunch of expansion packs for it, but it's basically like a deck building game. It's like if you go to like a board game night, they might have Dominion being played. It's not actually a board game. I want to call it a board game because that's like the kind of thing that it is, but it's not actually a board game because there's no board. But basically, you buy deck, like you build your deck, and as you're building your deck, you have to like buy money, and then with the money you can buy better cards for your deck, and then you have to like build your deck and like beat the other people, and the win condition, I think it might be different based on the expansion, but I don't remember. I think the win condition is like have the most real estate or something. I don't know. But it's basically, it's fun because it's like a deck building game. Like it's an entire deck building game. And then, so basically everyone is starting from the same point, but there's still fun like trading card game mechanics kind of going on. What's up, Lever? The woodcutting is going pretty good. But yeah, it's a pretty fun game. I don't really like board games too much, but I like that one. I think because it's like a trading card game, except I don't have to buy any cards to like, you know, play. I wonder how many expansions there are now, because I haven't played that for a few years, but it's called Dominion. Let me go look at like the Wikipedia article for it. I think I also like it because it's like a half-hour long. Comparisons about the game's feel are often drawn to trading card games like Magic: The Gathering. There are 16 expansions, yeah, so there's a lot of expansions you can do to like really like make the cards different every time. But it's it has a lot of like card game-esque things going on, you know? It's fun, I like it. I like specifically remember buying money because like my friends were way better at it than I was, so like I would sometimes just like buy up all the money to like hinder them and then declare myself the winner because I had the most money. Which, you know, just made everyone else mad. Because there's only so much money in the game, right? And if I bought it all, like I would just spend all my time buying money. I couldn't do anything but buy money because all I had in my deck was money at that point, but maybe something I could look into? Yeah. It's not really like a board game. Like there's no board to the game. It's just cards, but it's fun. I feel like my problem with board games is a lot of the time they take way too long to play and they're like really slow paced. But this one isn't like that at all. It's a lot more fast paced than that. I think it's like the first to 20 points wins or something like that. The other board games I only like 2 other board games. I really like the board game, I can never get the order of the words right. Hill Haunted House. Haunted House on a Hill. Betrayal. Betrayal at the Haunted House on the Hill. Something like that. That one's really fun. Monopoly. Yeah, no. Monopoly was made to be unfun on purpose. I don't know if that's an urban legend, but I believe it. Because, like, it is the least fun game of all time. But you know what? Actually, I take that back. Because 7 Wonders is also unfun. Like, 7 Wonders takes way too long. And then, you know, if we want to get really, really into games that are just unfun because of how fucking long they take, there's a game called Axis and Allies that would take my friends days to play. Fuck that game. You need like 20 hours to finish one game of Axis and Allies. It's like Risk, but like more. It's like Risk, but like way longer. I liked Risk. Risk was okay, but... Oh. Oh, whoops. I'm standing on the pheasant nest. I don't think I'm gonna get this egg in time. Nope. Or maybe I did. Maybe I did. I can't even see. There we go. I've heard of Axis and Allies, but I never played it. It's just takes so long to play. It just takes literally so long to play. Days. Like I'm not joking when I say it takes people like multiple days to finish a game. Unless you want to play like 16 hours straight. My friends were like really, really into board games when I was a kid. Not when I was a kid. When I was in college. When I was in college, my friends really liked board games. So I played a bunch of them, but I could never really get into them like everyone else. I feel like playing board games, it just takes too long to learn the board game. And they always want to play a different board game every time. And yeah. I like long games, but not that long. I like the shorter ones. I like the shorter, more fast-paced ones. That's why the other card game the other board game I really like is called Cash and Guns, where it's like it's about robbing a museum or something, and you get like 3. How many bullets do you get? You get like 2 bullets and like 4 bluffs, and you get like a foam gun, and you have to like shout and like point your foam gun at your friends and fake them out and like rob their money while you're all robbing the museum. It's really fun. It's basically like a museum heist thing, right? And then after, like everyone gets like loot, right, from the museum. And then after, you all have to like pick someone to point your gun at, and like they have to either call your bluff or give you their stuff. And if they give you your stuff, if they give you their stuff, God, I can talk, then they'll never know if you even like if you were bluffing or not. But if you were not bluffing and you shoot them, then they only get like 3 shots. And my friends, we would take a shot. If you got shot in Cash and Guns, you would have to take a shot of like tequila or something. So we made it into a drinking game. It was very fun. You also had to yell at each other. Like, yelling was part of the game. Like, you're supposed to, like, stand up and shout when you were, like, taking people's stuff. Led to people being crazy drunk? 3 shots isn't really that much because, okay, The only way that you're getting shot 3 times in the game, and you get shot 3 times in the game, you're out. Like, if you get shot 3 times, you're out of the game. Like, you lose. But like, it's actually really hard to get shot 3 times. You have to be really bad at the game to get shot 3 times. You have to be really bad at the game. You also have to choose that you're gonna take the 3 shots, because like, if someone's pointing the gun at you and you give them your stuff, then they won't shoot you. You have to be like, no, I'm not giving. You have to call their bluff 3 times incorrectly, and the game is only like, I don't know, 10 rounds long, or maybe even less. So it's really, it's like really hard to lose like that. I did play Settlers of Catan. I played a lot of that. That's like, I feel like that's like baby's first non-Monopoly board game. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's like the intro board game to people who aren't into board games. Like, they always teach that to you first. Catan is fun, but it takes too long for me. I think I much prefer the games that have that like social deception kind of aspect, because it's more fun to me, like, to actually talk to my friends, you know, and like do silly things. I loved Among Us. When Among Us came out, I loved that game. I played so much of it. I think everyone played a lot of it during the pandemic, but like, oh my god, it was so fun. I was really good at it too, for no reason. But then they introduced more maps, and then my friend's like really shitty boyfriend, well, they're exes now, but my friend's really shitty boyfriend like flipped out on me one day in Discord when we were playing it, because like, he said I was acting suspicious, and he had like a mental breakdown over it. What's up, Kazkepi? He just didn't like me in the first place, I think, but like, I was just like playing the game normally, and that day in particular, he just had a problem with me, and he was like, you're acting suspicious, and then he like booted me off then he got me voted off, and I was like, okay, and then it said I wasn't an imposter, and I was like, I told you guys I wasn't. He was like, actually, like, man baby raged at me over Discord, like, so hard that I literally just left. He was like screaming at me, and I just like hung up and I left, and I was like, what the fuck was that? It was so embarrassing, like, for everyone. Like, I was like, multiple people DM'd me to apologize on his behalf. He never apologized, but like, that was the last time I ever talked to that dude. It was so cringe. I was like, why are you freaking out? Like, it's a game. Chill, bro. It's Among Us. Being wrong is literally the worst thing that can happen to a man. Only if you're a narcissist, which, like, he kind of was. Like, only if you are a narcissist and emotionally immature as hell. Like, and to blame me for you being wrong because you're stupid and you didn't believe me when I said I wasn't the imposter, like, that's a skill issue. That's the game, dumbass. I'm calling him a dumbass, by the way, not you, but like, how old was he? We are in our late 20s, early 30s, my friend. I don't hang out with people younger than that. So like, too old to be acting that way. Far too old to be acting that way. But yeah, I hope you're having a good day too, Kazkepi. I'm having a pretty good day. I've seen so many people get super mad when playing Magic. It's awkward when people do it. I know, it's like, how can you get so emotional over a video game? Like, but if I say that, then that's when they start really freaking out. Like, I'm not allowed to call out men for being emotional when they're playing a video game. Right? That's when they get really weird. And start attacking me, like, personally. Hey, Crash, thanks for the YouTube follow. How you doing, man? You play a game to have fun. If you don't find it fun, then don't play it. Crazy Mage, that is my opinion all the time. I'm always like, why are you playing the game if you're not having fun? Like, what is the point of playing a game for you if it's not to have fun? And And like, if you're like a professional player, I get it. Like, if you're in the top 500, if you're making money because you're like in a league, like I get being emotional at that point. But like, you're not a professional. You're not a pro player of Among Us. You're not making any money. You're not losing any money. You're just a man baby. And you're freaking out because somebody tricked you in Among Us. It's cringe. It's cringe. But also, like, he just, like, secretly didn't like me. Like, he was, like, one of those neurotypical people who, like, pretends to like you for some reason. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I don't like someone, I'm not gonna hang out with them. But, like, me and his girlfriend were friends, and instead of, like, telling her, like, that he didn't like me and didn't want to play or hang out with me, he just would play anyway. And like, him like secretly like having this one-sided beef with me just like came out subtly sometimes. But like, after he freaked out on me playing Among Us, I was like, oh, this dude fucking hates me. Like, this dude really doesn't like me. And the beef is always so one-sided because I'm always like, I just don't care about you that much. In a casual environment, it is insane to act that way. I've only gotten mad while playing Magic one time in 16 years. Luckily, it was online, not in person. I feel like usually nap roulette. Well, I hope you feel well rested at least. Did you do anything that made him start to hate you? Yeah, I was a woman. Like, I existed. We were so this was like our COVID bubble friends. Like, we like during like lockdown, it was like we would just hang out with them and that was it. Like, so we started hanging out at the beginning of COVID because we had just moved out here and they had just moved out here, and like we didn't know anyone except for each other, so like we were our COVID bubble. So we would go hang out, and like we were there for Thanksgiving that year because like you couldn't travel really. And me and his girlfriend were kind of talking about like our dads and how our dads like just kind of suck, and how easy it would have been to be like a good dad, which would be to just call us sometimes. Would have been like a better dad than what our dads did, which was just not call us for a year or two, you know? So we were like kind of talking about that, and he got really emotional about it, and he was like, it's really hard to be a good dad, and blah, 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 blah. And he just like, I don't know, he took it like super personally. And she was the kind of girl that like, she didn't want any conflict, so she would rather just like smooth it over. And I am not that kind of girl. So when he's like, it's really hard to be a good dad, I was like, no, it's not. You literally just had to not speak to me for a year, and I wouldn't have called him a bad dad. Like, he just, when I was 16, he just didn't talk to me for a year. So that's what made him a bad dad. Like, he could have just not done that. It really wouldn't have been that hard for him to pick up the goddamn phone and call me, or at least tell me what's going on. Like, if he couldn't afford a phone line, he could have, before his phone ran out, he could have picked up the phone, or he could have driven to my house to tell me. He could have done a lot of things. That would have been really fucking easy. So I was not gonna sit there and like be like, oh no, you're so right. It's so hard to be a good dad. It's so hard to call your child once a year. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and say that. Like, I'm to make him feel better, because he got in his feelings about something that had nothing to do with him. He didn't have any kids. So like, he was taking offense on behalf of nobody. And then he just like secretly low-key hated me for the rest of ever after that, which was crazy, because like, what, a girl disagrees with you one time and you just fucking hate her? For many men, actually, the answer is yes. Like, they don't know how to handle conflict because they're so used to girls like rolling over and just like not saying anything. Had to deal with that. I can't even imagine given how close I am with my dad. I mean, that's just how it is. Reading the dad manual that just says to just care and communicate, what the fuck, this is impossible? No, actually, like, is it hard to be like the world's best dad? Probably, yeah. Is it hard to like just be a decent dad? Like, in my opinion, no. You just have to fucking talk to your kid. Like, it's that easy. It's that easy. Just talk to your kid. Like, the bar is so low. The bar is on the floor. Like, just talk to your kids sometimes. That's it. And don't say mean things. But, you know, I think for him it was more of like, for the guy who didn't like me, it was just more of a thing that I was disagreeing with him vocally, and I wasn't like rolling over to keep the peace. Like, because I don't do that. I literally never, I'm just literally never gonna do that. Oh, I missed that one. But I get on a lot of people's bad side by doing this, honestly. Mostly dudes. I don't think any girl has disliked me for disagreeing with her, but sometimes it happens. Yeah, he just had to be right all of the time. But, like, I'm just not the kind of person who's gonna sit there and pretend that you're right when you're wrong. And even this is, like, a subject of opinion, right? So, like, if I disagree with his opinion, that just made him mad. Huh? Some people are just like that. I think it's also kind of like my tone of voice is very... This happened earlier, where I just feel like I speak very, like, neutrally. Sometimes, like, most of the time I feel like my tone is pretty, like, neutral. But, like, people mistake that for being irritated or for being, like, upset or, like, mad or sad or something. This happened all the time on TikTok, too. People would be like, oh, maybe you would have life in your eyes, or like you wouldn't be so sad or angry or blah 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 blah, blah. Whatever the fuck they were saying. And I'm like, no, I just have autism. I just have autism. That's it. My voice is just flat because I have autism. It's not anything to do with my emotions or with like what you're saying or with what I'm saying. This is just how I talk. I don't know. I could like try to talk more in an animated way, but it's just too much work sometimes. All women are emotional, all men are logical. Yeah, that drives me crazy because almost always those dudes are not operating out of any form of logic. And I feel like I am a pretty logical person, but logic and emotion are not even like opposites. Like, so, like, I don't really like how, like, we have this school of thought that, like, logic and emotion are complete and polar opposites, which is just not true. Like, you can be illogical and not emotional. Like, you can be illogical as fuck and have no emotion over it. That doesn't make what you're saying logical just because you're not emotional when you're saying it. It still doesn't make any goddamn sense. And you can say something that is completely, fully logical, and you can be crying when you do it, but that doesn't make what you're saying any less logical, you know? You can be emotional and logical at the same time. And you can be unemotional and illogical at the same time, too. Of course, your emotions can affect your ability to reason. And, like, maybe if you're too mad about something, then you might not see things like clearly, but you can't just assume that. It's illogical to assume that. To just assume that every person who's emotional is completely illogical because, I don't know, you decided that logic and emotion were opposites when they're not. They're just two things. One is a state of being and the other is a state of reason, I guess. A lot of narcissists can't critically think, so rather than conjuring thought, they're succumbing to the Dunning-Kruger effect. Think they're experts on everything? Yeah. I mean, I never saw how he would act if, like, he was challenged by another guy. So I can't for sure say he was just a narcissist or if he was just a misogynist. There are plenty of men who only act this way towards women, and there are also just narcissists who act this way towards everybody and are just incapable of being wrong in any setting. But like I said, my friend, she was the kind of person who would just roll over to keep the peace. And actually my ex-boyfriend was too. It was a big reason why we broke up, is that he would have problems and he wouldn't want to bring them up because he wanted to keep the peace more than he wanted to, you know, solve the problem that we were having. Some people are just terrified of conflict, so I guess. Not me though. I love to argue. I love to argue. I don't know why. Apparently, I was reading something that was saying like if you have ADHD, you're more likely to argue because it gives you like a dopamine rush. And I think that's so true. Like I definitely can get an adrenaline rush from just like arguing with someone, telling someone that they're fucking wrong about something. Ooh, I have the hiccups. How long have I been live for? I think I might stay live until like 11 today. And then I'm gonna go eat some food. Maybe I'll make a cheesecake tonight. Tonight is supposed to be my day off from streaming, but I'm not taking the day off because I don't know how to do that. If I disagree with somebody on something, they will know. That's just how I am. I won't agree blindly. Yeah, exactly. If someone's doing something that I find hateful and really makes me upset, I'll just remove myself from the situation. Like, this happens a lot in older games, like people using words that I don't like. And I just remove myself from the situation instead of arguing with them because I just don't like if you're an adult man and you're using like hateful slurs, I'm not going to convince you to not do that. Like that's in your brain. Like you're not going to change because I'm like, hey, that's offensive. Do you know what I mean? So I just like don't fucking bother with that kind of argument. But if I have like a friend or something and they're saying something that's just like factually incorrect, like I will say that. A bad opinion in chat, neuron activation. I mean, there's also a thing, Lever, where I feel like my content was attracting like a weird sort of person. And so I've been a lot more openly opinionated about certain topics because I just don't want a bunch of people who hate women and stuff like that in my chat. I don't want to interact with them. Like, I don't want to interact with people who just like low-key don't like my gender or think that I'm some kind of exception to the rule. Because I'm not an exception to the rule. I'm a woman, like every other woman. So if you hate women, fuck you. Have the bubble guts. Congratulations. What do you want me to do about it? I feel like that's a common like weirdo thing that people on YouTube say. Like, do you all have like a weird fetish or something? Because I almost never got comments like that. I don't think I really get comments like that on any other platform. It's kind of like just here. Like, people come into your YouTube and they're like, hey, I'm taking a shit right now. It's like, cool. Cool story. We all care so much. I noticed it started ever since he started getting big into Jesus. It annoys me when he does it. Yeah, it's like, I don't have anything against religious people unless they start spewing that kind of crap. Like, I'm not a religious person myself. But I don't want to like I don't want to be stereotypical either, like towards people who do follow certain religions. But people who follow certain religions have, you know, certain tendencies. If they follow it a little too much like that, I can't deal with it. Like, one of the worst people I ever dated in my life was like a devout Christian, and he was just, I think like him being a terrible person was like in part because he was a Christian, because he felt like he could do anything and Jesus would forgive him. Like nothing mattered to him. Like the terribleness of the things that he was doing didn't matter to him because he knew that he would be forgiven at the end of the day. Christian in name only at that point. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are like that. Who are like, there are a lot of people who have messed up views that will use religion as a tool to kind of support their terrible views, but like people who are like that, I feel like they're probably already had a tendency. Like, I feel like a lot of people get really obsessed with hierarchies, but when you let go of hierarchies, your life becomes so much better. Like, stop trying to fit yourself into the hierarchy and move up in it, and your life is going to be better, and you're going to be better to the people around you because you're not going to look at people as being beneath you or above you. Do you know what I mean? But those kind of people who fully buy into hierarchies and think that they're above you, they get really mad when you don't act like you're beneath them. We're packing up from camping. One of the people with us put a bike onto a car. What do you let her do that? She's a girl, implying the bike would be far too heavy for her. Yeah, there's a lot of like chivalry things, but like there's kind of like pushback with the younger generation too. Like I feel like the younger generation is more conservative, which in some ways I feel like it's not the worst thing ever, because I think that my generation was a little too free love at some points that a lot of us got taken advantage of, because like that's just everyone, like you didn't want to be a prude or whatever. But conservative Christians are a weird contradiction. Like, did you read the book You Claim to Follow at All? That's what drives me a little crazy too. Like, I have family, like my family is very a lot of my family is very, very religious. And my family who are devout Catholics are a lot more open-minded and chill than my family who are like either Baptist or evangelist. Like the evangelists are the most hateful. And surprise, like you'd think that the Catholics wouldn't be, but like the Catholic people in my family are the most accepting people like in the world, probably. Like they are so accepting of everyone. They're just genuinely like good-hearted people in my family. I don't know about anywhere else. I'm just talking about the ones in my family. But do you see younger children nowadays being more devout than what kids were at my age? Yeah, but I feel like just even in attitudes, like even if they aren't religious, like the younger generation has a lot more conservative attitudes when it comes to like dating and stuff, which I don't think is necessarily the worst thing ever. I think the problem is when you set a standard for yourself and then you set that standard for everyone else too. I think that you should be allowed to live your life however you want. And that's fine. Like, if you want to save yourself until marriage, like, go for it. Like, go for it. You shouldn't be made fun of for that. But also, like, you shouldn't feel, and this plays back into the hierarchy thing, like, you shouldn't feel like you're better than anyone else because you're choosing to do that. Like, you should just be choosing to do that for yourself and not because you want to feel better than others who have different life circumstances than you and who have different, like, wants and needs in their life than you, you know? Open-mindedness is super important in life as a whole. I agree. Being able to look at everything objectively is a great thing. And I think that everyone is like a little biased no matter what, right? Like there's no such thing as someone who has no bias, who's like perfectly objective. There's no person who's like that. But being open-minded helps you be a lot more objective for sure. What's up, Ryan? How are you today? Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's kind of like, just let people do what they want. Like, as long as it's not hurting anyone else, like, why do you care? If someone being, like, a big ol' slut doesn't hurt you in any way, like, why do you care? And if somebody's saving themselves for marriage and that's not hurting you in any way, like, why do you care? That's how I feel about it. Like, just let people do what they want to do. Just never had desire to have sex outside of a meaningful relationship, and that's fine. Yeah, and you should be allowed to just exist and do things the way that you want to do, you know? Like, I feel like we shouldn't be making fun of people for things like that. But it's so weird because, like, it seems like people either go to one extreme or the other. Like, they can't just, like, let people live. Like, they can't. They're either like everyone everyone should just sleep with everyone all the time, or they're the complete opposite where they're like, if you've slept with a single person, like, you're used up, you're loose, you're expired, blah blah. Or like, if you're a man, like, oh, if you're a virgin, like, you're nothing, like, you have no game or whatever. You know, just people are just so weird about it. Like, why do you care about other people's sex lives? Just mind your business. Mind your goddamn business. Anyway, that's that rant. My Electroslag's life tip of the day: mind your goddamn business, and everyone else will be happier for it. Except I think I mind my own business a little too much. Like, I should probably DM my friends and be like, hey, what's happening? Like, I keep to myself so much that I don't even, like, DM my best friends to be like, how's things going? You know? Maybe I should do that sometimes. Am I full of... No. I'm close, though. I almost have a full bag of wood. RuneScape is chaos? Yeah, I mean... I only care about the Fox Whistle event right now. Like, I just want to get the Fox Whistle event. Outside of some of my best friends, I'm sort of like that too. Yeah. Not that that's bad. I mean, it depends. Some people have different... Oh, you mean the... Yeah, the craziness. Getting close to 89. I know, I'm actually getting more experience per hour over here. I forgot that doing forestry events actually gets you more experience. So I should just, like, you know, touch the forestry event. Add mulch. Please add the mulch. There we go. I just don't care about, like, mixing up, like, anything good, actually. Oh, yeah. Did I say congratulations? Congratulations. I think a couple of people have got the beavers lately. 70k from 99? Hell yeah. Was that in games? I feel like I did see that. Somebody told me they got it the other night, too, in chat. Oh, yeah. You know what? This is completely unrelated to everything, by the way. This is a completely new topic. It's completely unrelated. I just thought of it when I was looking at Discord. I think I might enter Pirate Software's game jam that ends in January. I think tonight after I stream, I'm gonna download Godot, and I'm gonna do like a couple of tutorials or something. I think that having a deadline will actually get me to, like, finish the basic game idea I have. A game jam. It's basically like a contest for indie devs. Godot is a game engine that you can make games in. And apparently, and if you don't know who Pirate Software is, he's like a game dev. I think his dad worked for Blizzard or something. He does, like, game development streams and stuff. A picture of Culex. Ooh, I would love to see that. My second ever skilling pet at 2178. That's so funny. 2 skilling pets by 394. Or no, what was it? 348. Because I had one less skill in here. But yeah, congratulations. It's dope. It's dope concept art. Yeah. Were you watching when I played when I was doing my Super Mario RPG playthrough? I still have that file. I still need to finish it. It's just like the most cursed randomizer seed of all time. Like literally every monster has knockout for some reason. It's fucking ridiculous. His dad is the guy. Yeah, I remember. I saw a clip of him talking about that. He has like a really smooth voice too. But yeah, he has a game jam, which so game jam is like usually you work to get you work with like a team of people and you guys work together and you make a game. And then you submit it and then he plays them all and like his team plays them and they like select the best one. And you win I think the prize was like $100 Steam listing fee. Like he would pay the listing fee to get your game put up on Steam. I don't remember if there were other ones, but he has a streamer with a lot of attention, so even just like getting the attention of like being high placing would probably be worth. I love the game so much. Yeah, I was doing a randomizer. I still have it, but like it's been difficult. It's like an expert randomizer, and I'm not an expert. It's the first time I ever did a randomizer. And it is it's so cursed. I have a video of it, I think actually. I have like clips, or I definitely have clips of it on here somewhere. I might have made it into a playlist, but basically I logged into I like started playing and I didn't have any characters. The first boss where I would have gotten Mallow, I think, was also the characters were completely randomized. So I started as Mallow. The first boss was Smithy. No, not Smithy. It was the big sword. Who's like the last boss before you go to where Smithy and whatever. Like when you go to Bowser's castle at the very end and you're fighting, I cannot remember his name though. The sword guy who's in the he was the first boss. The second boss, I want to say it was the boss from the Cloud Castle. It was like what the mage boss from the Cloud Castle. And then the third character I could get, I'm like walking through the forest maze, like where you would normally get Geno, and I'm like, all right, if I walk into this and it's fucking Culex, like watch it, just watch it be Culex. It was Culex. I walked into it to get the third character if I could, because I couldn't beat any of the other bosses. Saw that video, didn't see it live. Yeah, it was rough. Oh wait, no, it's the fox one. Oh shoot. I almost missed the whole reason that I'm here. Oh no. This is the only one that matters, like actually. Yeah, just the fact that I was like, watch it be Culex, and then it was Culex. And then Culex ended up being one of the easier ones to beat just with the setup. I did beat Culex, but like, oh my god. Out of everything, it was like no, that's right. There was one stuck behind, what was the other one I had too? No whistle. There was one that was stuck behind like the clock boss, who's like literally in Smithy's whatever. I can't remember the names of anything in the game right now. Fox is better than the beaver for sure. I know. Wait, did you guys see this sweater I made? I actually, if you see like this pixel art that's underneath me, I sent this to my friend who she made this sweater actually for me, out of my art. And we have a RuneScape like Christmas sweater in the works. Well, it's for sale now, but it's they're made to order, so they take a while to ship out. So, oh, that's right. I have to go to my PayPal so I can pay the invoice for the sample of it. But I'm really happy with how it came out because I sent her a sketch, and the sketch was okay, and I sent her all the pixel art and stuff, but then like the thing that she came up with was amazing. Like the actual sweater. This one? Yeah, look. I'm so happy. And it has beavers and foxes on it. The back of it has like foxes, and on the sleeves you can see the foxes too. And I put like the Arctic pine trees. And there's also magic trees, but it seems like she liked the Arctic pines better because she kind of didn't put it on as much. But I'm really happy. Like, she took my idea and she made it so much better. Like, it looks so good. So I'm really excited to get that sweater. I should move somewhere where it's like always sweater weather. I don't know if that kind of place exists. I want it to always be sweater weather without it being like ever snowing. I walked outside tonight and it's like the fucking perfect temperature. It's 50 degrees out. I feel like 50 degrees is the perfect weather. Like, it's the perfect weather. Because I get to wear jeans, and I get to wear a sweater, and it's just nice out. It's not too cold. Like, if I move around, then I get warm, and it's not too hot. So I'm not, like, sweating if I move around too much. I think 52 degrees is, like, the perfect weather. But not colder than that. I don't want it to ever be colder. I don't want it to ever be colder than 50 degrees. I actually prefer the hot weather to the cold weather, but yeah. Okay. How long have I been live for? Like an hour and a half. Okay. I'll stream for like 20 more minutes. Maybe like a half hour. To make it an even 2 hours. Then go eat some food. Arizona, it's still hot here? No, I need to live somewhere near the ocean. I can't live in this dry. I feel like living in Colorado has made my skin like 10 times worse. Like, I feel like living out here, it's so dry. Like, I feel like it has aged me 5 years. Like, when I look at my face in the mirror, well, I say it's aged me 5 years, but I also have just like lived here for 5 years. So maybe I'm just 5 years older. But I feel like I'm aging faster than like I feel like when I went to San Diego for what's it called? When I went to San Diego for TwitchCon, I feel like my skin was so nice. And my hair was nice. And the water wasn't hard. 50 degrees when going for long runs. Yeah. Like, I walked outside to go to Target and oh man, it was like perfect. It was just so crisp and nice and cool. The fall is my favorite season. Well, I like the fall and the spring, but they have like similar weather back home. It just rains more in the spring, but like I love like that 50-degree crisp type of weather. But out here, it just gets so dry. Like, it gets so dry that my fingers start cracking. I have to use fucking lanolin. Like, I have, like, fucking bag balm. I use this, like, on everything because my hands crack in the winter. It's crazy. Summer and winter are too much of the same. Yeah, I feel like summer is just really hot and winter is just really cold. Although I prefer summer to winter. I hate the winter. I want to move somewhere where there's no winter. I applied to a bunch of jobs the other night. I'm hoping to hear back from some of them. Maybe one of them this week. But once I get a job, I will definitely move. I'm afraid though that like what am I trying to say? I got distracted. Yeah, I don't even remember what the hell I was trying to say. Oh, I'm afraid that because I don't live in the state that these jobs are in, they're not even looking at my resume. Like, it's just auto going into the trash. The job market is super tough. Well, it depends on what industry you're in, but my industry is really small. Like, my industry is really small. It only exists in a couple of cities, and there was like 4 openings in the country when I was looking. I'm not like running out of money or anything, so I'm fine. Like, I make enough money content creation that I wouldn't be able to like live my whole life on this, but I could definitely like go for a little while. Like, I'm not eating through my savings at like an insane rate or anything like that. I also don't spend a lot of money, so it's pretty easy to get by off of like my savings and like content creation. Content creation pays for my rent basically, and then it's just like out of my savings I'm paying for like food and stuff. They save a lot of money. Oh, for sure. I play free MMOs too for the most part. Well, I was applying through Indeed, so it kind of put my state there. It like put my state there, like it required an address. But I could try to take it off. But also, like I said, like it's a very, very small industry, so there's just not a lot of job openings, and if the job opening has been there for like a few months, like I was like really well qualified for a few of them though. Like there was a lab job and I'm like, well, I have 3 years of lab experience. Good luck finding that anywhere else. But maybe they want someone with no experience, I don't know. Then they can pay them less. But yeah. It's just kind of like, I guess I can say the industry that I worked in now, but I was working in gemology. Pretty small industry. So my skills are also like not something that everyone knows how to do, because I have a lot of now I have like 3 years of experience like sorting and testing gems with like various different machinery, and it was a really fun job. I just fucking can't stand it here. And the company I was working for was kind of making a lot of decisions I didn't agree with. Yeah, it's a really, really cool job. It's really cool. Like, I loved learning. Like, it satisfied my art and my autism. Do you know what I mean? It satisfied, like, my love of rocks, like, shiny rocks, in both an artistic way and a scientific way. It was, like, the perfect job. But the company just kept making bad decisions that I didn't agree with, so. It is a very small field, yeah. Because, like, a lot of this stuff gets done overseas, too. And it just felt like at my current company that they were kind of, like, going the way of outsourcing a lot of the stuff that they wanted to do. And I was like, I don't really want to just stay here until my job gets outsourced. I'm just gonna take off. And I just saw them like do the glass cliff thing where they put like women in positions of power and then they don't give them the tools to succeed, and then they're like, well, it's just not working out. And I just felt like they were putting everyone on this glass cliff where they could just be like, yeah, nothing's working out, so we're just gonna outsource everything because, you know, you guys couldn't make it work. But like, nobody could make it work with the fucking... You have to give them the staff to make it work, or it's not gonna work. But instead you're making stupid ass decisions that's making your staff, like me, quit. Basically corporate BS. I think I can't deal with corporations. Like big corporations anymore. I want to go work for some like indie jeweler or something. Yes, I am helping you with the pheasants. Well, I helped you with like 2 pheasants. I don't feel like running around anymore. I'm lazy. I just want to chop down this tree. Almost like workers should own the means of production or something. Watch out. You're gonna get the eyes of the feds on you or something. Oh, yeah. Hugin's asking me about Palia. Tanny Faye has been playing Palia. I should play it with her. I should ask her if she wants to play with me sometime. My first tech job, outsourced overseas to extremely bad techs just because they were cheaper. Heard from people there it destroyed the company image. It sucks when like a company that started off like pretty good gets ruined by like marketing, by like people with marketing degrees or whatever. Like they're like, yeah, we just have to do the cheapest thing, and like that's just not always true. And I felt like at my company too, it was like HR. The HR was ridiculous there. That was actually the real reason why I quit. It was because HR was like, yeah, if you're, they implemented a new policy where if you were 5 minutes late, you would get punished the same amount as if you were 3 hours late with no call. And I was like, so if I get stuck in traffic, I might as well just go to breakfast. This doesn't make any fucking sense. I was like, and I said this in my exit interview too. I was like, this is the dumbest policy that you guys could have ever done. Because if I'm 5 minutes late to work and I know that I'm going to be 5 minutes late to work, why the hell wouldn't I just turn my car around, go to the cafe for an hour or two, and then come into work if I'm going to get into the same amount of trouble anyway? Why would I even call you guys to tell you that I'm going to be late if I'm going to get in the same amount of trouble whether I call or not? Why am I going to put in the extra time, like, to call you and tell you that I'm gonna be late? Like, it was just stupid, especially because, like, nothing we were doing was time sensitive. Nothing we were doing was time sensitive. We were not a hospital, right? We're not a hospital. I just needed to, we just had to, like, ship out some rings. Like, that's it. None of it was time sensitive. Like, yes, it's time sensitive to a point where, like, you want to get people's wedding rings to them on time, but it's not so time sensitive that, like, someone's gonna die if I'm 5 minutes late to work. That's crazy. Like, just absurd policy. So I was like, you know what? If you're gonna treat us like high schoolers, like, I just don't want to work this. What world are you in? 444. I have trades in chat off, though. I don't accept trades or anything like that. 444 is like a woodcutting world. Sorry, I just say that. I'm not assuming that you were going to do troll or try to, like, hand me anything, but people often ask me that because that is what they're trying to do. So I just want to, before you waste your time, if that was one of the things you were going to do, it's just not. I don't see anyone's chat or anything, so. People on TikTok used to get, like, really mad at me because they would, like, come all the way out to find me and then try to, like, hand me money, and I just wouldn't take it. Then they would just, like, leave it on the ground, and I would just, like, leave it on the ground. Although, at one point I was collecting money for a drop party, but I feel like I'll do that at, like, because I want to have a drop party at 92, because it was super fun to have one. It wasn't as fun to have one every Friday because I couldn't save up enough stuff from week to week, but I feel like now it'll be really good. It'll be, like, really easy. Stopped doing overnight work, started doing updates during the day. All servers offline for an update might take 10 minutes, might be 2 hours. Oh, wow. One of the few people I could try to trade hundreds of millions and you just say no. Yeah, I mean, if I took it at all, like, it would just be because if you try to trade me, like, hundreds of millions, Crazy Mage, I might take it only because I know you more, like, you've been in my chat for a while, like, we've talked many times, and you would know that I was going to be dropping that all in a drop party and not actually using it on myself. Like, I hate the idea that, like, people just get, like, I don't want people to say that everything I have was just handed to me. So part of playing a game like old school RuneScape is that I want to work for stuff. But I also want to use the auction house. So I just stream everything that I'm doing. And also the fact that I drop, like, millions of gold in drop parties all the time. Look at this white beaver. How do you make it white like that? Is that like a birch beaver or something? It's kind of cute. He reminds me of, like, a snowball, like a Hostess snowball, like the ones with the coconut on them. Although I always got the pink ones. Having it all handed to you would be boring. Yeah, I feel like it ruins the game. Like, if people just give me everything, then what am I playing the game for? I feel like people are trying to be helpful and they don't understand that it actually ruins the game for people. Like, if you're not actually playing. Because this isn't a game where, like... I would understand in something like World of Warcraft, maybe, where, like, I want to get to max level as soon as possible. Because that's where the game actually is. Like, the actual game of World of Warcraft is the end game. Like, you want to get on that gear treadmill at the end of the game and, like, do raids and stuff. But, like, maybe people want to do that in RuneScape, but I don't. I just want to chill. I just want to chop down trees. I want to get 99 woodcutting to, like, make people mad and ragey. I'm trying to hand you get nothing. I want to be part of your community. Oh, well, welcome. Yeah, I'm in World 444. You can walk up to me and chop down tree with me if you want. I just won't be able to read, like, in-game chat or anything like that. The reason for that is because sometimes people say things to try to get me banned, so... Anyway, we weren't talking about you specifically. We were just off on a rant about how people do that in MMOs. I feel like the only MMO where it's, like, acceptable to get handed things is Final Fantasy XI because... everyone gets handed things. It's impossible to play. It's not impossible, but it would be way harder to play that game without accepting any handouts. Like, I've accepted some handouts on Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, you need to get help from people. Well, okay. In Final Fantasy XI, help is different. I feel like if I was to get help in a game like this, like people would define help as getting carried. But like you don't actually get carried in Final Fantasy XI really, except for like when I get carried by Beastmasters through like the Kraken fight. But like that's just because I can't fucking get anyone to play anything else. But like you don't really get carried. Like no one's carrying you through Sacrarium. Nobody's carrying you through Sacrarium. Like, you have to do that. Like, you just have to do that. No one's carrying you through Promethean Vassal. Like, you just have to do that. Like, and anyone who wants to help you has to suffer through it too. I don't know, Ryan. You could try posting one, and if it shows up, I can tell you. I don't know if URLs... I haven't streamed to YouTube for very long, so I'm not super familiar with how the chat works here. I don't really think I've watched people stream on YouTube either very much. I mean, I do have 10 concurrent viewers right now, so I guess it is giving me some level of discoverability, because I don't think all 10 of those people are from like the various places that I posted this. Oh, I haven't seen the link at all. Yeah, I guess I can't see it at all. I don't think that's a setting that I can fix. I do have basic comment moderation on just because, like, because of a stupid clip I made on Twitch, like, 2 years ago. The #1 search feature that leads to my channel is the word femcel. So you can imagine the kind of comments that attracts when I don't have comment moderation on. So yeah, I made a joke about the femcel phenotype, which like I've also made this joke on my Discord. I don't know if I can show the picture, but basically all of the women in this like femcel phenotype like meme picture, they just have bangs. They just have like bangs and hair like me, and they have like often have glasses like this too. And I was like, oh yeah, haha, I'm just the femcel phenotype. I haven't gotten laid since like a month ago. And so like obviously like that was a joke. But like some people don't really get jokes. Some people just think I'm dead serious every time I open my mouth. And, you know, that leads to weird comments. It's like the funniest, it's like one of the funniest screenshots though. It's like one of my top achievements, like right next to me coming in like 3rd place on the Google results for streamers are pathetic. Like, I think it's like, Google might personalize it to you. but I'm in like the first page of results if you Google the phrase "streamers are pathetic," and it's my fucking post on Final Fantasy Auction House forum that I made during the DMCA. That I made in the DMCA like saga. You know, when we all got like DMCA striked. I don't know if you guys, if everyone here was around for that, but all of the streamers for Final Fantasy XI private server Horizon got DMCA striked. And during this whole thing, Final Fantasy XI auction house forums, which are forums that have been around for like 20 years, they for some reason made a forum for Horizon 11, even though you literally cannot make, what's up, Javi? You literally cannot make a like you cannot make a character. You can't make an account on Final Fantasy XI auction house unless you have a retail character. So they made a forum for Horizon, and Horizon players couldn't even log in and talk on it. So it was literally just a bunch of retail players who hated Horizon and hated private servers shit-talking Horizon. So this was the highest viewership stream I ever had, by the way, like organically. Like, this is the most viewers I ever had on Twitch. I hit 150 with no raids. And what happened is, the next time I went live, after I got the DMCA strike, I just streamed myself updating Play Online with the Play Online music playing for like 3 hours, because Play Online takes for fucking ever to update. So I streamed that for like 3 hours, and we just talked about like the situation. And then I logged in. Everyone was waiting to see if I was actually downloading retail or not, which I was. And then I logged into my retail character from 10 years ago, just so I could trade a crystal on the auction house, just so I could make an account on Final Fantasy auction house forums, just so I could make a troll thread, and that thread is the third result for streamers are pathetic. And it just says, I am a streamer who got DMCA'd, ask me anything. My profile picture is like my fucking, it's the emote where I'm holding the PBR. That it was so funny, and like everyone was so mad in that thread. People actually asked me like real questions though, and I did try to answer the people who were asking like good-natured questions. Like people who asked me like good-natured questions, I responded good-naturedly, I think, but not everyone seems to have that opinion, so I just thought it was super funny. Are we getting a Hall of Shame channel? Oh, I do need to do that because I keep getting, it's like I get more and more every day. What was the recent one I got? Oh, it was in my fucking Twitch chat. All right, the most recent one I got was that person. Oh my god, who was it? It was like a regular, not like an actual regular, but like it was someone who had been in my stream like a couple of times. And they just like came in and they didn't even say hi or anything. They just put exclamation point OF. And I was like, are you looking for my OnlyFans, bro? First of all, I'm 34 years old. Second of all, what the fuck? And his response was just to put the 2 finger emojis like this. And I was like, oh, you're so banned, bitch. Like, you're fucking banned. Fuck you. Like, he was looking for like an OnlyFans thing. And I was like, bro, I'm fucking 34 years old. No, I don't have an OnlyFans. Ask me in 10 years when I'm in MILF status. Right now, I'm in that weird in-between phase. I'm a MILF in waiting. Not actually. I don't actually want to do OnlyFans because the people are just rude when you do shit like that. This is not the audience I want to build, you know? I want to have a chill audience of non-gooners. Or at least an audience of people who are gooning to, like, not me. Like, come to my stream after you hit up Pornhub. Like, I don't want... Don't hit me up before you go to Pornhub. I do not want to be the warm-up video, you know? I'm not trying to be your warm-up to Pornhub. I know guys do that too, because I was friends with so many dudes in college, and everyone was completely and totally open about why they were watching K-pop videos. The dudes were, at least. The girls were watching it learning how to dance. But yeah. And that's just because people, like, are so stupid when they're horny. Wait, this isn't Pornhub? Yeah, this is the What are they called? There's actually like a section of cam girls who never take their clothes off, and like I don't really know what the fetish is, but it's like a fetish thing where like you never see them naked. This message is held for review. There we go. The secrets of Gooners. I mean, I'm pretty open about the fact that I used to be a cam girl for like briefly. Like that's not like a super secret. I don't really talk about it that much because I don't want people like looking for it, but it's out there. I needed money. Normal girl section. Yeah, like literally there's a section on cam girl sites, at least on the cam girl site I used to be on. There was a section of people who just like never got naked. And that was like the thing. That was like the fetish. But those kind of people are just so rude. Like I just don't want to talk to those kind of people anymore. It was easy. It was like an easy bag like for the first month. And then I was like, I do not want to put in the work to make money on this every month. No, they weren't called Never Nudes because that's what I always think of. But I don't remember. This is some weird, like... Now I'm so curious. What were they called? Cam girls who don't get undressed. Term. Ugh, I'm just getting stupid. Oh, they're just called non-nude. Sorry, I had a bunch of, like, stupid, like, Quora... Do most cam girls end up regretting it? No, I made like $2,000 in a month. Yeah, fucking Quora. I hate Quora popping up. Quora is like the dumbest people on earth answering questions and asking questions also. OnlyFans of slow-mo woodcutting videos with smooth R&B playing. Dude, I have this skill. Oh my god, I definitely have this level of 3D modeling skill. I could just make like a naked model. Do you guys think I could like live stream to Chatterbait with just like a naked like woodcutting girl? Like would that do it for people? That would be really funny. Careless Whisper by George Michael. Yeah, just have that playing. Like, it's gonna be exactly like this. I'm gonna be wearing like a baggy sweatshirt just like this, but like my character in the game is gonna be naked. Like, I'm just gonna have a naked mod. Like, do you think there are Final Fantasy 14 streamers on Chatterbait that just like play with like the naked mod, like the furry dong mod? I don't know if you guys are aware of that mod, but it does exist, unfortunately. Or fortunately, if you are a furry. I'm not, but some people like it. People love early Tomb Raider quality nudity. Listen, I actually thought about offering this to Crab. I almost thought about offering Crab like 2 models, like one with like underwear just built into her model, and the other one with her model is just like fucking naked. Like, here you go. Do whatever you want with this shit. I don't care. have this naked low poly VTuber. But then I would like, I can't do that. I don't want to sell like nude. I don't want to sell nude models or like not safe for work art, because I don't want to have to like go through the process of checking people's ID to make sure I'm not committing a crime and selling it to someone who is too young to be receiving it. Do you know what I mean? Do what you must. I guess like to get like an OnlyFans or whatever, you probably like need an ID. I don't know. Can you like sell artwork through OnlyFans and stuff like that? Most places don't allow you to sell like nude artwork. I actually do incorporate artistic nude into some of my art pieces, so it's been kind of like, I don't know where to upload this now, because it's supposed to be naked, but like I can't upload it anywhere because, yeah. Talented enough to draw furry porn? I definitely could, but I don't want to. Because then I would have to, like, reference animal dicks, and I don't want to do that, because that's gross. That'd be the funniest Always Sunny episode. Frank streams with a nude Blender model, but he doesn't verify his ID. Listen, Javi, I've had the funniest idea for an Always Sunny episode for so long. And that's that they just have a completely normal Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode. Like, they have your episode where that's what Frank is doing. Frank is streaming with a nude Blender model. And Charlie Kelly for that episode is just played by Zoe Deschanel, and no one says anything about it. The script remains completely identical. It's just Zoe Deschanel playing Charlie Kelly. And then everyone will see the truth, which is that Charlie Kelly is a manic pixie dream boy. Because I feel like if Zoe Deschanel played Charlie Kelly in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, like, people would have such a raging hard-on for that. People would be fucking in love with Charlie Kelly. And Charlie could even be a girl's name. So I think they just need to, like, make a regular fucking episode and make Charlie Kelly be played by Zoe Deschanel. I think that would be so fucking funny. Yeah, he's like the most manic pixie dream girl. I know this because, like, I identify the most with the character Charlie Kelly. Like, he's so fucking unhinged, but also I'm very unhinged. Like, I've eaten rice out of a dumpster before, like, and I am just unhinged. So I'm like, I feel like because I'm a pretty girl, like, I can get away with being fucking unhinged, and I even used to be able to get dudes to do stupid shit with me. Like, when I was dumpster diving and I made dumpster rice. Like, I found some, like, rice in the dumpster and we made fried rice with it. It was like success rice. It was like a dry box of success rice, and I was like, we should just eat this. And then we made fried rice with it, and I got 2 dudes to eat it with me. So, do you have theories about their spaghetti policy? No, but that's because I don't go to the movies. But I'm imagining Zoe Deschanel in that episode where Charlie thinks he's a genius because he took placebo pills. That's like one of my favorite episodes. Good night, Cas Cappy. I'm sorry, I missed your message. Hopefully you heard it before you go to bed, but I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Remember Huge and Sunny, the episode Mac and Dennis moved to the suburbs as God tier? I actually hated it at first. Like, when my friends would watch it in college, I was like, ugh, this show is just a bunch of, like, assholes screaming at each other. And I was completely correct, like, that is the show, but also it's really fucking funny. When my mom got into a car accident and then she had to stay home for, like, a few months because she was so loopy. She got, like, very injured. And my grandfather moved in with us for, like, the summer. And her and him, they would just watch Always Sunny. Like, they just watched the entire show. And I brought my computer downstairs so that I could be there if my mom needed help with anything. So I kind of, like, passively watched the entire show just by, like, playing Final Fantasy XIV in the living room so I could be close to everyone to, like, help. Because she couldn't walk or anything. Like, it was really bad. So, like, I needed to be, like, close, so if she, you know, needed water or anything like that, like, I could help her get it. And I just ended up watching Always Sunny like that, and then I ended up really liking it, because it's actually so fucking funny. It's like a really funny show. Sorry, that happened? I mean, shit happens in life, right? But yeah, I just ended up watching most of the show like that. And then I ended up really, really liking it because actually it's super funny. I think the funniest thing about watching them watch it, though, is that my mom and my grandpa were convinced that Dee was the main character. Like they thought that Sweet Dee was the funniest actor. They thought she was the best character. They thought that she was literally the main character of the show. They were like, yeah, she's the main character. Every time they finished an episode, they were like, wow, she's so funny. She's the main character. I love her so much. Like, they fucking loved Sweet Dee. And it's funny because, like, D was almost the straight man character. Did you guys know this? Apparently D was almost the straight man character, like, and by straight man character I mean like the one who isn't doing ridiculous stuff. Like the straight man character in a comedy is the one who's like the voice of reason. And that was originally going to be what she was, but then she said no. The actress was like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to be as ridiculous as you guys or I'm not going to be in the show. And they let her be ridiculous. I don't think there's a single episode where the whole gang doesn't clown on her. I know. I liked the episode. Dude, as a streamer, I like feel sometimes like, you know the episode where she's like trying to be a comedian and they keep hiring people to like laugh and they trick her into thinking that she's like really funny and like a really famous comedian. Like when I stream, like when I got partnered streaming, I was like, all right, who's gonna like say, JK, this is all a prank now. Like people are just people are getting paid to watch you. You're not funny. Like nobody likes you. That episode was so funny. And also makes you realize how terrible everyone in the show is. Gonna hit the hay. Good night, Crazy Mage. Thanks for hanging out. What time is it? I went off on a rant. I started yapping and then... But I'm so close. I'm so close to 89. Like... Oh, shoot. What, I see everyone running, but, like, what is it? What... I saw something pop up, but I don't know what event it is, actually. Maybe it didn't... maybe it was the other one, like, popping away. Over an hour ago, you said you're gonna eat in 20 minutes. I know, but I'm like at 94%. How can I quit now? How can I quit now? I'm so close. I'm getting 30K an hour. It'll only take me 1 more hour. I'd probably make more an hour if I actually did the forestry events. Reminds me of a TikTok I saw the other day where a woman made a bunch of fake accounts to engage with and encourage her fiance to keep streaming. She slowly built up his audience. Aww, that is really cute. Actually, Cutie Cinderella did this to Ludwig. Did you guys know this? She would have gift. I heard her talking about how she would have gift subbing wars with herself. Like she would gift a bunch of subs and then she would gift more subs anonymously so that she was like getting into a gifting war in Ludwig's channel with herself, but it was all her. I was like, wow, female simps are real. Thank you, Cutie Cinderella, for showing the world that we exist. I thought that was cute. I actually kind of like that whole crew of the bigger streamers now. Like, I never really followed big streamers, but now I see their clips, like, on, I see their clips on TikTok all the time. And, like, they all seem like pretty wholesome. Like, like, Ludwig and Cutie and, that little blonde guy. Oh my god, what is his name? Jason? Jason the Ween? And then she recently had a stream with Agent that looked really funny. Like, I actually kind of want to watch a recap of that stream. They were, like, handcuffed together and they were cooking, and he was deaf and she was blind. So she's, like, screaming at him and, like, can't see anything. And she's, like... And he can't hear anything she's saying. And they had to, like, bake a cake together. I didn't ever... Like, that was like a combination of people I did not expect to see together, but like it looked really, really funny. The clips I saw of it were really funny. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to you. Whatever. I don't know, guys. I just want to get I want to get 89 today. I wonder how long it would take me to get 90. I wonder what time is the best time. I'm gonna have to look into like YouTube streams and like how you're supposed to do them. Cause like, I don't know. I feel like I don't fully understand how YouTube works. So I don't really understand like how YouTube streams work. I think I need 1,000 followers here though to get I need like 1,000 followers here to get the Twitch, the equivalent to like a Twitch affiliate or whatever, to get like membership and stuff like that. Have you seen the guy whose husband is blind? He's always playing harmless pranks on him. Husband made him promise to never stop doing it. No, I haven't. That sounds really cute. I haven't seen that. I want to see cute stuff on my TikTok. My TikTok is miserable. My TikTok is so miserable sometimes. I'm sad because I used to follow, what was that guy's name? I really liked a guy named Honey Ghost or Ghost Honey or something like that. And him and his husband were really cute. They had like a whole... His husband was really into plants and he was like camera shy. And Ghost Honey would always tell these like really surreal stories. So cute, you always laugh so hard. Oh my god, I want to see that. I have to look that up later. Because I need to like follow wholesome, like cute accounts on my TikTok. Because like my TikTok is just... I don't know if it's because I followed... I don't know if it's because I don't really follow that many people. And some of the people who I do follow and interact with the most are like people who comment on things politically. But like that's not necessarily why I followed them, you know? And I feel like it's like tilting my For You page to just be like mostly politics right now. But like I followed, the first account that I ever followed on TikTok was Seema, Seema R. And she's like a, she's an art historian. And she just has really, really interesting and in my opinion, like really good breakdowns of art and like how modern art plays into like our culture in the world and like how yeah, you can send it on Discord or TikTok or something. I don't think TikTok lets you send links either though. So I wouldn't send it there, but you could put it like in my Discord or something. But yeah, I'll have to, or you could just tell me the name too and I'll look it up later. But the other person I followed, who else do I follow on TikTok? Besides like being mutuals with a bunch of artists. 89 to 90, it's 503k XP at 30 XP an hour. You're looking at 16.8 hours from 90 to 89. Yeah, that would be true if I wasn't 94% of the way through the level already. Like if I had just hit 88, then yeah, but I'm 1 hour away, less than an hour now. But yeah, what's up, Andrew? How are you today? From 89 to 90. Oh, I read that wrong. My bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit 90 tonight. But 16 hours is really nothing. I'm a Final Fantasy 11 player, so imagine this game, but like way more annoying. That's Final Fantasy 11. I remember when I started doing this, people were like, "It's gonna take you like 200 hours to get to level 99 on woodcutting," and I was like, okay, and I put like 1,500 hours into Final Fantasy 11 last year, so just last year. I have been playing it a lot less this year though. Like this year I had like a little bit of a run with World of Warcraft. This year I've been playing this game a bit. I played a bit of Toontown. I was playing Phantasy Star Online. I kind of like hopped all over the place. I need to I keep forgetting, like, I want to play the .hack one. I think that the private server is called NetSlum. There's a .hack MMO, and it is, what is it called? .hack Fragment. And it was only released in Japan, and it was only up for, like, 2 years tops, I think. But that is a game that I really want to play. And .hack is notoriously grindy. I don't know if you ever played them. I have the original 4 behind me. But they are very, 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 very grindy. It's an MMO inside of an MMO. I think that dot hack fragment was supposed to be the world. Like, you're just logging into the world as a normal player, not like when you log into the world in IMOQ. Like in that game series, like you are Kite and you have this storyline to follow. But yeah, I don't think there's a game outside of just logging into the world. Hey, what's up, Gymvology? How are you today? Oh, I wonder if you know what? I think tomorrow I might play a little bit of web fishing. I haven't played web fishing in like 2 days, and I'm like kind of obsessed. Web fishing is so fun. Web fishing is the game of the year, honestly. What's web fishing? Oh, well. Do you like fishing? Do you like Animal Crossing? Thanks, Lever. I'll check it out after my stream. Can I open web fishing at the same time as this game? I don't think it'll crash it. Like, this game isn't like Final Fantasy XI. Steam. So, let me... and I just wishlisted trading card game shop simulator. Web fishing. I'm playing so many games right now. I almost never play this many games. So web fishing is an indie game that is like literally like just a fishing game. All you do is fish, yeah. Let me just put this over my camera really quick just to kind of show you like what it is. It's a $5 Steam game where all you do is run around and fish. Yeah, and it's so cute. Like, this is my little character. You like run around and then you can come here and like you get bait. And then you can also draw. That's what I was doing before I logged out last time. Let me put this. Am I still chopping a tree? And yeah, I am. This is the whole game. Like, you just fish. And the fishing game mechanic is actually pretty good. Like, and it's multiplayer. I went into like a solo thing just to show you what it is, but normally people can like join you in the game. I just want to catch one fish so I can show you the mechanic. I think the fishing mechanic is like the best piece of this game. It's so cozy. It is really cozy, yeah. Come on, fishies. Please bite please bite. I like this mechanic because it's kind of like ADHD friendly. Like, you don't need to like sit there and like pay so close of attention that like if you don't click it within like a second, like you don't have to like react like you do in like Animal Crossing or something like that. I've always sucked at fishing in Animal Crossing. Like, I'm so bad at it. All right, I'm just like not getting a fish here, I think. Hold on. let me go to somewhere else. That I was not catching a fish. I don't see like a little bobbery thing, but click the bobber when it catches. Yeah, you don't even have to click the bobber here. And then you mash that to like get it. And you just have to beat the like red line. That was a really easy fish to catch. I've seen much harder ones. A small rainbow trout. These fishes gay. Good for them. Good for them. But yeah. Game of the year, actually. I think web fishing might be the game of the year. Perfect game to play on one monitor while you watch a show or stream on the other. Yeah, it's like a really good game to play while you're playing another game. If you want to fish in like 3 games, dude, that's what I should do for like the next Memorial Day, like whenever is like a good fishing holiday. I'm gonna like, I have 3 monitors, and like one monitor is gonna be Final Fantasy XI, one monitor is gonna be old school RuneScape, and one monitor is gonna be web fishing, and I'm just gonna fish in 3 different games at the same time. I hate the fishing mechanic on Horizon though. I'm catching a crescent fish in 11. Just get 60. Nice. I just like can't stand the fishing mechanic in Horizon. It's in Horizon specifically. There is no mechanic in Final Fantasy 11. Like you just throw the bobber in the water and you catch a fish. But yeah. WoW fishing is like that too. Oh, like the like Animal Crossing? I hate Animal Crossing fishing. I've never in my life completed the fishing part of the museum cuz I just like it's so hard to pay attention. It's like the least ADHD friendly thing. I'm pretty sure like when you get tested for ADHD, like that's what they do too. Like you have to sit there and like when you hear a noise, you have to click the button, or when you like see something, you click a button. But like it takes so long. I say it takes so long, but like it only takes long if you have ADHD. Like it takes a completely reasonable amount of time if you don't have ADHD. But like for me, if it's been 2 seconds, my mind is wandering. I've done fishing in WoW for one thing only, and that's Savory Deviant Delight, which only takes 75 skill. That's the one that turns you into a pirate, right? I think somebody gave me a bunch of those when I was playing. Come on, forestry event. I hate fishing games where you have to pay attention. Yeah! Like, that's what makes web fishing so good, is that it's relaxing, like real fishing. Like it has the vibes of just like chilling in the park with your friends. Or like chilling on a boat with your friends, you know? Game of the year. Hire me to make low poly models. Oh, I got a follow on Twitch. I didn't like the numbers at the end of that name, though. Dude, lately on TikTok, every time I get followed on TikTok nowadays, I literally like go out of my way to like stalk my follower and make sure they're not a Nazi or something. Because I realized that I had a bunch of followers that were very cringe. And that's probably what was making my content be shown to like the worst people on the fucking internet. So I literally went through, I have 20,000 followers, by the way. I blocked 300 people. I blocked 1% of my followers on TikTok. I would like go to their thing and like search who they were following, or like look in their retweets or whatever. Not retweets, so they're like reposts. I would look through their reposts, and if there was some cringe Nazi looking shit, then I fucking blocked them. And I was kind of mortified to find that like somebody that I interacted with kind of a lot had some like fucking weird views, and I was like, ooh, you're like a regular, which means that interacting with you is probably the main reason I'm getting shown to fucking weirdos. So I had to block, even though they never said anything fucked up or weird to me. Like the fact that they had been blogging stuff like that. Have you appreciated? I mean, I have a lot of Jewish friends back home, and like, I don't know. The world is complicated. There's a lot of complicated stuff going on, but being hateful of one ethnicity regardless, like, is stupid. You know? Like, and they would also be reblogging that manosphere shit, like the stupid manosphere stuff. That was the number one like thing where I was like insta block. Like people who were reposting manosphere content, because I'm like, okay, well, you are literally a red pill person. You are literally the reason I'm getting shown to red pill people who then see my content and have a spaz attack. Like, unless it's World of Warcraft. Oh, I agree. Fuck the Alliance. Down with the Alliance. I'm afraid to Google what that is. I am actually shocked am I like chronically online? I'm shocked by the number of people who don't know what Red Pill is. Red Pill is like, I guess it was more prominent on the internet in like the 2010s, but basically it's like the Andrew Tate sort of like this like really misogynist Manosphere. It's the same kind of thing. Like the Manosphere is like the Manosphere bloggers are like, that's like Andrew Tate. That's like the people who give that really toxic and misogynist like dating advice. Like people who are like, men have to be manly and women have to be submissive and blah blah blah. Like the people who do, men going their own way is like kind of part of it. Like these are all like very interrelated movements. The Manosphere is kind of like an umbrella term for like men going all their own way, and like Red Pill and incel and just the really, really out of touch with reality bloggers who talk about this kind of shit, you know? And there's a lot of them on TikTok. There's a lot of that stuff on TikTok. Like, they have like this dating content. I feel like dating content just gets a lot of views on TikTok in general. But like the more negative and stereotypical you are, like the more views you get, which is crazy. Like if you try to be a voice of reason, like if you say anything reasonable about dating, people do not want to hear it. They do not want to hear it. Go Your Own Way is a theme song. I mean, the funniest thing about men going their own way is that women are like, do it. Yeah, go your own way. Doesn't impact me at all. Unless you make it impact me, well then that's when it's a problem. Oh, the character design, the butt slider. It's so funny. That got taken off the For You page. Laughing pretty hard. I'm always worried every time I see Red Pill type TikTok show up on my For You page, I realize it's Stitch. Yeah. Manosphere are the kind of creators that like be the lone wolf, don't enjoy life. Yeah. And that's the thing too, is that they're all like this pipeline to make you so cut off from reality that you can't interact with other people normally and you become very isolated. And then they give you an enemy. They isolate you from everyone, and then they give you an enemy. And then they give you an agenda. Dating has been whacked since COVID. These young boys, not men, boys. I mean, men act like this too. Like, unfortunately, we can sit here and be like, not all men, or like men, like that's what separates the boys from the men. But like at the end of the day, like it doesn't actually matter. Like people act like this at any age. And yeah, it's immature, but grown ass men are acting this way too. But yeah, ever since COVID, I mean, I don't know, cause like, but I guess I was on like, I haven't like really put a lot of effort into dating. I'll be completely honest. I've not put a lot of effort into dating ever since me and my ex broke up, because I just don't give a fuck. Like it doesn't seem worth it. Like I feel like I was more lonely in a relationship than I've ever been by myself. You know? Oh, bees? Oh, this isn't a forestry event. They're just like here yelling at people. Okay. Same here. Yeah, it's just like, it doesn't feel worth it. It's like dangerous at worst. Life-threatening at worst. And at best, it's just like, you can get into a relationship and be so lonely. Like, I was never more lonely than when my ex-boyfriend went home without me for Thanksgiving. And I was just completely by myself. Like, that shit sucked. And that was overall like a decent relation. Like, he wasn't a bad guy or anything. Like, it was overall like a decent relationship. But we had a disconnect in how much money we made and how much I could afford to go visit home. Single and loving life as is, yeah. Like, life can be pretty good when you can just do whatever you want. I miss some things. I miss some parts of a relationship, but not bad enough to go out of my way looking for one. Not bad enough to venture the hell that is dating apps. God, I fucking hate dating apps. I hate dating apps. They're so bad. They're such a scam for everyone involved. And the problem is that, like, most men, and I don't know if it's just in my area, but it does really feel like most men, and a lot of women too, I don't know if I'm just like, I don't want to have an ego about it, so I don't want to be like, I'm just so interesting and everyone else is so basic. But, like, it feels like so many people are just trying to, like, appeal to the lowest common denominator, right? Like, people are just trying to appeal to everyone. So, like, every profile out here is like, I like to go on hikes and drink craft beer and pet my doggo. That's like literally every single dude has that exact profile. And every single girl is like, I like to sit on the couch and watch Friends. Like, that's it. That's all you have to say about yourself. I feel attacked. Well, Felix, I'm gonna give you some advice to improve your dating profile. Actually say something about yourself that differentiates you from other people. Right? Like, you know what? If you live in Colorado, we know you like to go to the mountains. We know you like to drink craft beer. We know you like to pet your doggo, all right? We know. Everyone likes that. What about you is weird? What about you makes you different from anyone else? Like, people just need to start posting that stuff. But I can post that stuff. I can post that stuff on my profile, right? But a lot of men don't even look at your profile. They are picture only. And sometimes they don't even look at the picture. Sometimes they're swiping on every single profile. And they're just talking to the ones that message back that they like the best. And I just fucking can't. It sucks. Because I'm very selective, right? Like, saying you have 93 Slayer in your dating profile, you would be surprised. I think you would be surprised. Oh, shoot. No. Go to the breezy at the back one. I hate doing the mullet one. The mullet one is, like, confusing. I'm, like, too stupid to do the mullet one. Oh, okay. The only person I have... All right, do you guys want me to tell you about the profile of the only person I matched with in the last year and a half? We didn't end up dating because, like, we went on, like, one date and it was very evident from our conversation that we were not compatible in that way. But the only person I have matched with in the last year and a half, he had a picture of himself that was kind of blurry. I couldn't really see what he looked like. The next picture was just a picture of his garage where he had about 50 unopened Gunpla kits, like the Gundam models. And then the next picture was that it was the image of have you guys, I don't know if you guys have read Chainsaw Man, but there's like a meme. There's like a Chainsaw Man meme where the girl just says, "How big's that dick, boy?" And that that was his 3 pictures. I matched with him. He is the only person I've gone on a date with in this last year and a half. Do you still have any contact info? Does he have any rare kits? I do. Well, I don't know if he's selling them, but I'm not going to just hand out his contact info to random people. But he when we actually hung out, he talked about how he, like, role plays like a maid cat girl in Final Fantasy 14. And I was like, I think this is not gonna work in that way. Yeah. It's like the Tom Brady of profiles. It was a really good profile. Like, that was, and then in the thing it just said, "I don't want to hook up." Like, it just said, like, something like, I don't want to hook up. And I was like, okay, cool, because I don't want to hook up either. But, like, it was so funny. Yeah, he was a Limsa Lominsa gamer. And I was like, you know, I think that our sexual interests are different here. I support femboys, but not with my vagina. So I'm glad they exist. I will not be sleeping with them personally, though. That was Tom Brady. No. But yeah, just like, and you know, one of my close friends, he got into his like longest and happiest relationship after we made OkCupid profiles together, and it was literally like that episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they make Charlie a dating profile, and he's like, they're like, what do you like to eat? He's like, milk steak with jelly beans, and they're like, what are your interests? And he says ghouls. You know, that's how filling out this profile felt. Because my friend is autistic, and his special interest is nuclear warfare. So he wrote like, I want to say 500 to 1,000 words about nuclear warfare as his description. And then he matched with a girl and they dated for 5 years. He matched with this fucking Lolita girl. Like she dressed in that gothic Lolita fashion. And they were together for like 5 fucking years. All because he filled out his profile so weirdly. Like but it was weird, but it was authentic, right? And then he found another person. He found a person who actually liked him for like who he was, like a weirdo. Do you know what I mean? So in my opinion, everyone on Earth should just fill out their profile as authentically as possible. Cause like you could get a lot of matches, but like who cares if you end up spending like, I don't know, even just a few months of your life, like you're just wasting time with someone who like fucking hates when you talk about nuclear bombs and that's your special interest. Like, do you know what I mean? Does he know a lot about Oppenheimer? Oh my god, if you said that word around him, that would be the rest of the conversation. Oh gosh. Here we go. No, don't try. Disarm. Damn it, I didn't make it in time. I'll keep that in mind if I ever get around to taking selfies to upload to my profile. It's the part I always get stuck on. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you have to have a selfie, but I think the number one thing is just, I wish people were more authentic, because when I go on these apps, I just see the most bland, boring people. And I just know that they wouldn't actually like me after we hang out for a little while. Because if you want to sit on the couch and watch Friends all day every day, like fundamentally, we're just not gonna get along. Like maybe we'll get along in like a friendship setting, but like that's boring. Like I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna talk to you about Friends. I don't like Friends. I think it's boring. Do you know what I mean? I'll be back in 20. I might be done by then, but yeah, I'm at 97.7. I have 10,000 more experience to go. You're doing yourself a disservice by normalizing yourself for a profile. Yeah, and that's the thing too, like, you might get more matches, but like, you're just gonna be wasting more time going on dates with people that you're actually not compatible with. RuneScape 3? Okay, then go play it. Is someone stopping you from playing RuneScape 3? Is there a wild mob of old school RuneScape players holding you at gunpoint saying if you play RuneScape 3, they're going to shoot you? Should we contact the FBI? Can you get a lot of bad matches? Yeah. And then on the girls' side, like, guys don't even fucking read my profile. So they just see what I look like and they swipe. So how many conversations can I have with someone before I realize that they're like a Republican or something, and I'm like, bro, this is not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen, because you know what? As people, we're just not compatible. Sorry. We're wasting our time talking to each other. 77K experience. I should be getting more logs. I'm at Shooting Star in Versenhaza. Oh, I don't know what that means. I'm new to the game, by the way. Like, this is my first account. I've never played RuneScape before playing this. And I'm just kind of like, you know, playing it like I would have played it when I was a little kid. Like, I'm not looking up anything. I'm not looking up any strategy guides or anything like that. I'm just vibing, enjoying the game. Street vibes. Yeah, I'm here for the vibes. We're getting close. We're at 98%. I guess I got more experience doing that, like, fox thing. I feel like I get way more experience, actually. Like, well, do I get more when I do the... Because doesn't the Forestry Guild give you, like, a bonus? The events are nice. I like them sometimes. Sometimes I'm, like, lazy and I'm like, man, I don't want to click on all of these things. I think it's better when there's not, like, a bunch of people here, you know? Like, when there's a bunch of people, like, running around, then I have to, like, try not to click on other people, and it's just... I know I could use Entity Hider or whatever, but I don't want to do that because it's an MMO, and I want other people to be in the MMO with me, you know? I feel like the, I like to see the people. Yeah, because I'm playing an MMO, right? Like, I'm not playing a game by myself. I can't turn the chat on because people talk about the woodcutting people in RuneScape talk about the most unhinged shit ever. So I have to be careful with showing my chat, but... Current girlfriend on a dating profile because we both mentioned loving Blade Runner. See, that's awesome. Oh, I'm getting follows on Twitch. Man, I need follows on YouTube. I need to hit 1,000 followers on YouTube. That's really cool, Lever. Fashionscape is so real. The Willow Boys. Oh yeah, the Willow, the people at the Willows in Draenor. Yeah, they're unhinged. They're unhinged. I have like fashion. I have like a fashion glamour on. I actually have these items in real life though. Yeah, people at the... I used to go to the Willows. When I started streaming this game and I had, like, no viewers, really... Well, I guess I always had viewers on TikTok playing this game. But, I had to turn off the chat because the chat was getting so unhinged over at the Willows. I used to just give out my username, too. But people are just so weird in this game. I had to kind of, like, stop... I had to stop giving my username out because people were just being so fucking weird. And, like, following me around and ruining things in the game for me. Somebody tried to make, like, a swastika out of smelly socks behind me. That was really funny because they were doing it so badly. Like, they couldn't do it for some reason. Like, they just weren't good at it. Yeah, I know. The TikTok is just filled with very annoying people. But the thing also, Lever, is that on TikTok I get shown to a lot more people. Like, let's see how many views I have on this. I've had 109 views on this stream over 2 hours. A typical RuneScape TikTok stream would have like 1,000 or more. Like I just get shown to way more people on TikTok. But that comes with the price of like if one negative bad person comes in, then it just shows it to more people like that. And I can't say what I want to say. You know? Like I can't, I'm not allowed to talk. I'm not allowed to just say what I want there. I think I'm doing this right. Oh, I'm getting so close. But yeah. I also just had that guy on TikTok who like had it out for me. The one who was like telling everyone I stole 2 billion gold from him or whatever. Because I wouldn't make content with him because I'm bi and he hates gay people. The dancing videos weren't that bad. The dancing videos are like the least problematic thing about TikTok. If only my feed were just dancing videos. Need a personal rage translator in chat to say the things you aren't allowed to say. I know, it just, oh my god. It's so hard. Oh. Flowering bush, this one? I think it's pink to green. Oh, there's just a ring on the ground. I'm taking it. I'm collecting rings. I don't think they dropped it for me, so. I'm such like a loot goblin. Like if there's stuff on the ground, like I will take it. I almost always take the stuff on the ground. Unless I know they're dropping it there for like me on purpose. This flower maybe? Alright, what 2 flowers do I have to click? This one and this one maybe? No. Alright, I'm just gonna chop down. I'm just gonna chop down the tree. I have 1.5% to go. Keep scrolling here. You can never leave. Bothering you before? I don't think you were bothering me. I just have autism, so I just talk like this. Like I'm not bothered. Did you catch a whale yet? No, I've seen them though. In web fishing, they're huge. I have the world's tiniest swordfish in my museum, so I am not going to put a whale in there, but I've seen a whale big enough in the museum that it like broke the museum. It was funny. Oh my god, we're at 99%! Let's go! I do have a squirrel pet! And a beaver pet. Everyone here spam undeserved. We got 4,000 experience left. It's true, I don't deserve it at all. The squirrel pit at 34, and I got it while I was trolling. Like, I was literally on TikTok trolling. I was like, okay, everybody, spam chat with smiley faces if you want me to run this agility course, or crying faces if you want me to walk the agility course. Oh, crying faces? All right, well, let's walk the agility course. And I was walking the agility course, and this made people so mad. They were so angry that I was walking the agility course and then I got the squirrel. It was so funny. It's like how people see autistic couple talking something, they think you're arguing. Yeah, I saw a TikTok like that recently and I was like, oh, I think this is why all of my ex-boyfriends thought I was always trying to argue with them. Because this is just like how I look all the time. Like, it's just how I talk to people. I don't really mask very much. So I think when I'm saying something like very bluntly, like the way that I'm saying it now, people think that I'm like pissed off or irritated, and I'm like not. I'm just, it's just how I talk. The Varicor squirrel pet is a nightmare. I still haven't recovered, dude. What's the drop rate? It's like 1 out of 72,000. Or the drop rate on that one is crazy. But yeah, I don't deserve it at all. I admit that openly. I don't deserve it at all. I'm following this girl too who plays. I'm following a girl on TikTok who's been playing it for years, and she's been trying to get the beaver pet, and she doesn't have it yet. And I started playing after her. She's like one of the only RuneScape accounts I follow on there. And when I got the beaver, she was so mad. She was like, "We are fighting now. Sorry." All right, we're so close. We're so close. 3,000 more experience. How do you get this? Like, is this the raccoon pet, but like with a skin, like the red panda? Or is the red panda pet like its own thing? Yeah. I want the fox too. That's why I came out here to start chopping trees at Hosidius instead of chopping trees in the forestry guild, because in the forestry guild they don't have forestry events. This place kind of sucks because sometimes both of the trees get chopped down, but it's okay. I think it has higher experience than the willows, and it has like a decent pop rate for the forestry events. Ooh, I'm getting sleepy. I didn't even wake up early though. Like, it's only midnight. I woke up at like 2 p.m. I've been awake for 8 hours. Willows is better XP per hour, but these have a bigger drop of XP per log. And I also sell the logs, so like I don't drop the willows on the ground. Like I wish the Freaky Forester was here for me, but he's not. Yeah, they do. The event can happen anywhere, like that you're chopping a tree. I've had the fox event. Oh my god, and it's so annoying if the fox event pops and nobody else is there, because like the foxes are actively suicidal. Like the foxes, like they put down a trap and the fox is like, "Ooh, death," and then it like walks directly into the trap and dies. It is like so hard to do on your own when you pop it by accident. Yeah, magic makes decent money, and I've been leveling up my my construction a little bit. You can see I have like level 35 construction. And yeah. So I feel like getting money is the way to go. Cuz I like that the wood plays into the construction. Sometimes I'll make oak logs or oak planks for myself. So that I can like level my construction. I don't have to buy them. Basically, I've been using like all of my woodcutting money to like fund my construction, and I've been also like chopping down my own oaks. So it's like I basically get oak planks for free, because what I do is I sell half. And so that makes all the money back that I spent on making them, because I think they sell for like 500 a piece. Yeah, they sell for 500 a piece on the auction house, at least last time I sold them. And they cost 250 to make. So if I make them and then I sell half of them, then it's like I have just a bunch of free planks. I really like building the house too. But I think I'm getting to the point in the experience where I need to start like demolishing and remaking tables and stuff. But I was visiting other people's houses and they looked really cool. Like, I think I actually did something in my house recently too. I think I like gave it a different like theme or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about getting 99 anything else. I don't want to put a goal at 99 anything else because I now see how grindy it can be, but once I get 99 woodcutting, I want to do Slayer, I think. Because I want the Chinchompa pet. The Chinchompa is like really cute. So I think I might do Slayer, which will necessitate that I level up all of this kind of stuff. Like my combat skills. And then I'll start like, you know, really playing the game, which is another thing that made TikTok really angry. Like TikTok was just always pissed off that I wasn't really playing. And it's like, just because I'm not playing the game the way that you play it doesn't mean that I'm not playing the game. Like, what? 3,000 logs I need to make into planks. Gotta get started. Oh yeah, dude. Walking back and forth to the plank maker is the most annoying thing ever. Hey, let's go. Woodcutting 89. Fuck yeah. All right. How much? I'm not gonna fill that up. It's gonna take way too long, and I'm hungry. I'm hungry, and I want to go eat some food. So. I might do some herblore too. Although, honestly, the reason I wanted to get 99 before doing anything else was primarily because it made TikTok so mad. But if I'm not streaming to TikTok anymore, like, I guess I can go do other stuff too. And, like, work on 99 woodcutting and, like, as I go. But isn't that part of RuneScape you can do whatever the hell you want? Yeah. That's what I thought. Like, this is a game, it's like a choose your own adventure thing, but Efficiency-scape is brain rot. Efficiency-scape is the biggest brain rot of all. Like, because they're the ones who get mad when I'm doing things, like, inefficiently and stuff like that, which is just silly. Like, why do you care what I'm doing? It's dumb to care about what other people are doing like that. In a way that you're, like, raging on my stream about it, you know? Anyway, guys. I'm calling it a night. If you've been here and you've been lurking and you don't subscribe, a subscription would help me a ton because I need to hit 1,000 for live emote reasons. Otherwise, I don't know, do whatever you want. I'm gonna go eat some food, and tomorrow will be my Twitch stream, so good night, everybody. I will see you later. Oh, shoot. I just went live on Twitch for a second by accident. Whoopsies. I didn't mean to do that. I clicked the wrong button. Sorry, anyone who saw a Twitch notification. I tried to turn it off.